So Ferenczi and Freud spent so much time together in the quarter of a century between 1908, when Jung referred Ferenczi to Freud, and 1933, when Ferenczi died at the age of 59. Ferenczi was probably the closest person to Freud when it comes to traveling together, having summer vacations together, exchanging ideas, making plots and intrigues against other psychoanalysts and so on. At one moment, Freud wanted Ferenczi to be his son-in-law. He wanted his daughter Matilda to be married to Ferenczi. That is how close. Don't get me wrong, until the very end, until the last letters, Ferenczi writes always, "Dear Professor," and they use Z, a very formal way of addressing, but that is absolutely usual for Freud. When Ferenczi was in a very unusual personal situation, that he had a lover in Budapest who was married, and then he started analyzing the daughter of his lover, and then he fell in love with the daughter, that is the girl's name, Elma Palos. His solution for the problem was to refer her to Freud. So the poor girl moves to Vienna, is analyzed by Freud, and they again all the time gossip in their correspondence about her. Ferenczi is analyzed by Freud in 3 brief analyses between 1914 and 1916. Despite this personal closeness and huge, almost unlimited admiration Ferenczi had for Freud, he begs him all the time to take him in analysis. One day Freud says yes and gives him the appointment for his first session, and what happens, I assume I shouldn't explain because it's self-evident. Ferenczi is late for his train. He arrives to Vienna late and he misses his first session. You can see immediately how much ambivalence there is there. The first analysis lasts 3.5 weeks. The World War I starts and Ferenczi must return to Budapest, and you can see him here in a military uniform. He is a medical doctor in the Austro-Hungarian army. 2 sessions a day, Sundays included. Then, this is the second analysis that lasted for 3 weeks. Ferenczi is in a small town nowadays, northwestern Hungary, not far away from Vienna. Freud, who is not in a military uniform, pays him a visit there and analyzes him for 3 weeks, 13 sessions per week. What else does Freud do there? I have no idea. The military unit travels from Budapest to this small town called Papa on horseback. And not to waste time, Ferenczi analyzes his commanding officer. So that's like historically the first and maybe the only analysis on horseback. The final part is in the autumn of 1916. Ferenczi has 2 weeks of leave from the military duty, and he doesn't go home to Budapest or to his hometown of Miskolc. He goes to Vienna and he has 3 sessions per day for 6 days per week with Freud. So all in all, historians believe Ferenczi had 131 sessions with Freud, which by nowadays standards for psychoanalytic training is like a warm-up. When this is over and the war is over, Ferenczi wants more analysis. And he very specifically writes to Freud, "You have never analyzed my negative transference." So, hatred, anger, envy, and so on. And Freud replies, "You have received enough. From here, you can go on your own." There's more about the plot, about circumstances mostly. But Ferenczi, we believe now, was a chronic medical patient. Throughout his life, he had very many somatic problems. He in the end died from an autoimmune disease, and many people have witnessed that he wanted more analysis throughout his life. So he will be in a mutual analysis. with Georg Grodek in Baden-Baden for several years, but this is probably a hot story of psychoanalysis over the last several years.